Most people choose finance careers backwards. They compare salary, prestige, exit opportunities, and how impressive the company name will look on LinkedIn. But the real difference between finance careers is not what they pay. It is what they ask your personality to tolerate. Someone who loves stability may hate investment banking. Someone who needs variety may feel trapped in corporate finance. And someone who wants clear answers may find venture capital deeply uncomfortable. Every career comes with a different kind of pressure. So today we are matching 6 major career paths to the personalities most likely to enjoy them. As we go through them, follow one question. Which type of pressure sounds the least exhausting to you? Because the best career is rarely the one with the most attractive upside. It is usually the one whose downside you can actually live with. First, the builder. The builder usually fits corporate finance. This is the financial world inside one company. Budgeting, forecasting, accounting, and helping management decide where money should go. Builders enjoy understanding one system deeply. They want to know why sales increased, why margins fell, and whether the company can afford its next expansion. They are patient, organized, and comfortable improving the same machine over time. Corporate finance offers structure and a more predictable schedule, but the psychological cost is repetition. If depth gives you energy, that can feel rewarding. If novelty gives you energy, it can feel like watching the same financial movie every month. Only the numbers have changed. The sprinter usually fits investment banking. Investment banking is built around transactions. Companies raising money, buying competitors, selling divisions, or restructuring debt. The work is fast because the client controls the deadline, and the deadline has a strange habit of becoming urgent at night. Banking rewards stamina, precision, responsiveness, and competitiveness. Some people become sharper under pressure. They like clear expectations. A deal exists, the work must be accurate, and someone is waiting for it. Usually several people. The psychological cost of investment banking is time. So banking may fit you if intense deadlines create focus rather than panic. But many bankers eventually want more than advising a transaction. They want to own the outcome. That brings us to the owner. The owner usually fits private equity. Private equity firms buy established businesses and try to make them more valuable. That means studying the company before the acquisition and living with the decision afterward. Owners are analytical, skeptical, and commercially minded. They ask, how defensible is this business? Where can margins improve? What could destroy the investment thesis? Private equity rewards people who want responsibility. But responsibility is also the psychological cost, because once the deal closes, the spreadsheet does not politely disappear. Now the company has to perform. So private equity may fit you if you enjoy deep analysis, negotiation, and accountability. The explorer usually fits venture capital. Venture investors back startups with uncertain markets and ambitious plans. Sometimes the numbers are useful. Sometimes they are a creative writing exercise with percentages. Explorers are curious, comfortable with ambiguity, interested in technology, people, markets, and the future. They enjoy asking, what could this become? Early-stage investing often means evaluating the founder before reliable financial data exists. The psychological cost is uncertainty. Most promising ideas will not become enormous companies, and excellent analysis can still produce the wrong answer. So venture capital may fit you if possibility gives you energy, but if you prefer clear evidence and predictable cash flow, it may feel like professionally organized guessing. The Guardian usually fits commercial banking, credit, or risk. Guardians focus on what could go wrong. Credit analysts study whether a borrower can repay a loan. Risk teams protect financial institutions from losses. Guardians are cautious, consistent, practical, and comfortable saying no. Not because they dislike growth, because they understand that lending money is easy. Getting it back is the interesting part. These careers often offer more predictable hours than investment banking. But the psychological cost is caution. Your job is to slow down enthusiasm and search for problems other people would rather ignore. That may sound boring, until the borrower stops paying. So this path may fit you if protecting the downside feels as satisfying as chasing the upside. Consulting is not always classified as finance, but it competes for many of the same candidates, and it usually fits the problem solver. Consultants move between companies, industries, and business problems. One project may involve reducing costs at an airline. Another may involve helping a retailer enter a new market. Problem solvers enjoy variety. They learn quickly, they communicate clearly, and they can enter an unfamiliar business without needing months to feel comfortable. The psychological cost is constant change, new clients, new industries, new teams, travel, and constant context switching. You may become very knowledgeable about an industry just before the project ends. So consulting may fit you if unfamiliar problems give you energy. So, which career actually fits you? Forget the job that sounds exciting for 10 minutes. Ask a harder question. Which kind of pressure could you live with for years? If routine helps you focus, you may be the builder. Corporate finance could be your path. If deadlines make you sharper, you may be the sprinter. That points toward investment banking. If you want the decisions to be yours, along with the consequences, you may be the owner. Private equity could fit you. If uncertainty makes you curious instead of anxious, you may be the explorer. That is the world of venture capital. If you naturally look for what could go wrong, you may be the guardian. Commercial banking or risk could suit you. And if repetition drains you, while unfamiliar problems wake you up, you may be the problem solver. Consulting could be your game, but here's the part most career guides miss. Every path offers something attractive, and every path sends you a bill. Corporate finance charges you in repetition, investment banking charges you in time, private equity charges you in accountability, venture capital charges you in uncertainty, commercial banking and risk charge you in caution. Consulting charges you in constant change. The best career is not the one with no downside. That career exists mostly in recruiting brochures. The best career is the one whose downside does not slowly drain the energy from everything else in your life. And your first choice does not have to be permanent. People change, priorities change, careers change. But choosing with self-awareness gives you one enormous advantage. You stop asking, which job looks the most impressive? And you start asking, which game am I actually built to play? Because the worst outcome is not choosing the least prestigious path. It is spending years climbing a ladder, only to discover it was leaning against the wrong building. So be honest. Are you the builder, the sprinter, the owner, the explorer, the guardian, or the problem solver? Write it in the comments. Not the career that sounds impressive, the one that actually sounds like you. Got a topic you want me to break down next? Drop it in the comments. If you enjoyed this one, leave a like. And remember, question the headlines, understand the system. See you in the next one.